In this video, we're going to prove that the square root of 2 is less than 3/2. So we already know that the square root of 2 is bigger than the square root of 1, which is equal to 1, and square root of 2 is less than square root of 4, which is equal to 2. So that just shows that square root of 2 is less than 2, but we're also going to show that square root of 2 is less than 3/2. So we're going to use the fact that x plus y over 2 is bigger than or equal to the square root of xy, and x and y have to be bigger than or equal to 0. So we're going to show this on the next page. So x minus y quantity squared, because it's squared, it's bigger than or equal to 0. We're going to expand this out, so that'd be x squared minus 2xy plus y squared is bigger than or equal to 0. We're going to add 4xy on the left-hand side. That means we have to add it on the right-hand side for the expression to stay the same. Minus 2 times something plus 4 times something is plus 2 times that something. Plus y squared bigger than or equal to 0 plus 4xy is 4xy. But this is also factorable, so be x plus y quantity squared is bigger than or equal to 4 is 2 squared times xy. And now we're going to divide by 2 squared, so this will cancel. And now we're going to take the positive square root only, you'll see why. So now we get x plus y over 2 is bigger than or equal to the square root of xy. So why the condition that x and y have to be bigger than or equal to 0? So this is a square root, which means that the inside is bigger than or equal to 0. And also because a square root by itself is bigger than 0, which means that x plus y over 2 is bigger than 0, bigger than or equal to 0, so that means that x plus y is bigger than or equal to 0. So for this, for xy being bigger than or equal to 0, you have two cases. Case 1, x and y are both bigger than 0, or case 2, they are both less than 0. So let's show why the second case doesn't work. So that would mean that x plus y, well, that's two numbers that are negative, so this is also negative, which means this second condition is not true. So that cancels out, which means our only case is that x and y are bigger than or equal to 0. Okay, so now we have 3/2. So what is 3/2 equal to? So we can write it in the same form as x plus y over 2. So this is what we just proved. So let's see, what adds up to 3? So we have 1 plus 2, right? And that's bigger than or equal to, using this inequality, which is the square root of x and y, but x times y, and x and y are 1 and 2, so that means 1 times 2, which is equal to the square root of 2. So now that we have 3/2 bigger than or equal to the square root of 2, we have that the square root of 2 is less than or equal to 3/2, which is almost what we want to show, but the square root of 2 is not a fraction, it's not rational. So we know that the square root of 2 is not equal to 3/2, which both of those mean that the square root of 2 is less than 3/2. And that is the end of our proof, and that's the end of the video.